Okay, so I just got a new archery target. It is a 3D shooter buck. I'm gonna unbox it and I'm going to put it together and I'm gonna shoot my dadgum bow. So get started early, make sure I'm tuned in when it comes fall. Here we go. Shooter buck. So everything's backwards. Boom shakalaka. Let's lug this thing over here. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely sick of this soppy weather. I'm over it. All right, let's do this unboxing. No way. They gave me a freaking hat. Thank you for choosing Glendale Archery Targets. We are thrilled to be a part of your archery journey. Your new target is proudly made in Superior, Wisconsin. Please enjoy this hat from one of our other brands. Know we are here for you and your experience. Carbon Express. Shoot better. All right, that's cool. I've never got a hat in a target box, so that's really cool. Of course, we got to go for them rattling antlers first, right? Well, maybe. Dang, that's like a dagger. That is like a dagger. All right, let's get a little rattle. Okay. Hind leg. Front leg. The stakes. Numero dos. Hey. And of course, no target is complete without its body. It's really skinny though. Really skinny. But let's put this thing together and shoot it so I can get some target practice in, even though it is May. Here we are at our spot, 20 yards. I'm in line with the 5th blackberry bush. Okay, so let's shoot. I need to get my release on. Let's change these. This feels roughly. There we go. All right. So it's 20 yards. I'm going to try to shoot groups of 3. Been probably 4 months since I shot my bow. All right, guys. So my phone actually died. Let me make sure this is. So my phone actually died the other day whenever I was trying to record this video. But I had some time to get out, shoot my bow. The baby's asleep. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'll start shooting. And I'll probably have a little discussion about my shirt towards the end. But it is a cool shirt. And it's just sort of a conversation starter more than anything. I love to wear it just because it talks about prayer. So I'm going to just probably spend some time talking about prayer and then I'll pray us out and that'll be the video. But I've been dealing with allergies the past couple of days, but I am starting to feel better, so I'm getting over it. I need to get into a better habit of breathing through my shot and just sort of squeezing off on it. Right now, I'm sort of just flicking the trigger really hard, uh, just to try to pinch it in a little spot, just because I feel like that's just sort of a bad habit I've developed. So I'm going to try and breathe through this shot. Yeah, that was much better. Much better. Probably going to try a couple groups at 30 just to see. But that shot felt a lot better than the first shot. The first one I hit up into the left. The second shot I hit just above the heart. Yeah, good deal. So there's the first group. Not terrible. I'm a little high. That might just be me though. I will probably shoot a couple more groups from this distance and see how that turns out. Also might try a little bit different camera angle. Might be cool. As you can see, I already shot it outside of the vitals. What day was that? Wednesday, whenever I was recording the first time. I didn't realize it. So I accidentally spent a whole like 30 minutes shooting and wasn't recording. So we start over, yeah. Right. Arrow number 1 is knocked. Too many dogs barking around these parts. Like it's a dog that sees me every single day too. It's my neighbor. I think I'm shooting a little left. Shooting a little left. Mercy, go. Yeah, I am shooting left. I just need to remember that, make an adjustment on my sight just slightly left. But it's not a bad group already. If I aim a little forward or a little to the right, forward on the deer, and I'm square, then yeah, I will definitely be making that adjustment. Yep, I'm shooting a little to the left. This insert is being pushed out already. Okay, we're good. I've hit a rock, I think. I hit a rock right there. All right. So you're coming back with me now. All right. So there's 2 groups, pretty solid groups. I think I'm confident with those shots. They each shot has been pretty much straight and true. However, I am getting new arrows. I've got new arrows. I just need to get them cut and inserts put in them. I just don't really have the time to today. And since I've already got these 3 arrows, I might as well. I kind of pulled up on that one. That shot wasn't as good. Still, I'm confident in these shots. These are all dead deer, more than likely. Yeah, these two are dead on, son. Oh. Just in case. Ah, that's a freaking terrible shot. I'm not confident in it. That's why we do this. That's why we practice. It's not good. Not good. All right. Okay, 3 bad shots. And then whenever those windows get cut out of the hunting shed, I will be practicing from up there. Because more than likely when I shoot a deer with my bow, I'll be in a tree or I'll be on a higher elevation. So, there we go. Good deal, good deal. I'll take that. My string just swarped me. Yeah, right in the heart. All right, last shot. Let's make it count. I think I was low. I think that's still a good shot, though. I think that's still a dead deer. So, that last shot was a little low, about a half-inch short, half-inch under the heart on this target. I will say this is significantly smaller than an actual buck or a deer that I would be shooting at. This one killed it dead. Couldn't have put a better shot on it. Yeah, that last shot. I think I've got 3/4 inch fixed blades that I shoot 100 grain. And I think that would probably still be a dead deer. I really do. But that's why we practice. I'm going to keep doing this a few times a week. Try not to destroy my target too much, but yeah, I definitely need to. Yeah, I'll be sighting in my bow a bit this weekend. I'll probably wait until my brother can come over and help me. The guy who runs Scads Outdoors. He helps me understand bow hunting a bit more. He's very wise when it comes to the outdoors. So I just trust his judgment, and he can tune in a bow pretty nicely. So I'm going to try and get up with him. We're going to fish a little bit. I'll probably do this again shortly, like in a few weeks. But I definitely want to get back to the fishing. A couple weeks off of fishing is not a bad thing. And whenever we get back into it, I will be hopefully fishing in a creek. So if next week's video is me in a creek, then I will have succeeded in my hopes to catch some smallmouth and show that for the channel and burn them up. And I may even decide to do the 100 fishing a day challenge. I'm also recording this before this week or before last week's video even came out. So I'm trying to get ahead of the ball here. At least just have some content planned for the future so that I can continue producing even whenever I don't always have time to get out in the outdoors. So earlier in the video, I referenced my t-shirt that I was wearing. I actually had to change because my baby woke up and he only wanted to be held, and my shirt was drenched in sweat. As you can see, you can tell by the contrast, drenched in sweat. So I didn't want to be holding him while I was covered in sweat. But the reason that I referenced my shirt earlier is because a lot of people see these words right here and they're a little curious about what it means. Like, why do you fight on your knees? And then I'm sure they see the hands, the prayer hands at the bottom, and they probably start to put two and two together. But that's actually a song lyric to "Battle Belongs" by Phil Wickham, and it's really just a very intense picture of prayer in times of trial. Um, so, for example, when you're in a spiritual battle, it is a fight, and the only way to combat the devil in those moments of spiritual turmoil is to pray. And prayer, in a reference of a spiritual battle, is the only way that we can fight. The prettiest picture of prayer, I think, is just fully submitting to God um, as the Lord of your life, and bowing in reverence and in awe to Him. And the best way to do that is to get down on your knees and begin praying. Uh, Prayer is the most sincere form of worship. Um, it is the best way that we can truly have a relationship with God and trust in Him, and uh, just allow our hearts and our minds to fully submit to His will. Um, Prayer is actually mentioned in the Bible somewhere between 350 to 500 times. First Thessalonians 5 says, rejoice always, pray continually, in all circumstances, just essentially find ways to praise God.